Queen's Gambit accepted, classical, main line, 7.dxc5 Qxd1 8.rxd1 bxc5. Giveaway. One player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Black had the better end of a sloppy endgame. Opening with the queen's pawn. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. Nf3 strengthens the d4 piece and moves the knight closer to the center while exerting more control over the e5 square. The center's d5 square expands and obtains control of the e4 and c4 squares. The d5 pawn is protected by e6 while the dark squared bishop can advance. e3 supports the d4 pawn and allows the light squared bishop to develop. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. bxc4 captures the c4 pawn, and develops the bishop to an active diagonal where it controls d5. a6 controls the b5 square and prepares the b5 pawn push. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. c5 challenges white's d4 pawn, gains space, and prepares to develop the knight behind the c-pawn. This exchange is fair. Qxd1 captures the queen on d1. Rxd1 recaptures the queen and centralizes the rook. bxc5 recaptures a pawn and develops the bishop. It is the last book move. A wise decision. It is quite good. Castling develops a rook, while also moving the king to safety. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent tends to lead to less sharp positions as compared with opposite side castling. It is excellent. By posing a threat to a bishop and compelling it to flee, this gains a tempo. It is ideal. The bishop is now on a square that is more secure. That's good. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This misses a chance to stomp on a bishop. It is incorrect. Very precise. It is best. A pawn kicks the opposing bishop, forcing it to move or risk being captured. That's good. The bishop is now on a square that is more secure. That's good. This squanders a chance to link rooks. It is incorrect. This moves the knight to safety. This is the only good move. It is a great move. That pawn was available for free. It is ideal. This misses a chance to link together rooks. It is incorrect. This defends the attacked knight. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is quite good. Backs off. It is ideal. This misses a chance to link together rooks. It is incorrect. This poses a knight-winning threat. That's good. It was a free pawn there. That's good. That is a regrettable error. It is incorrect. This misses the chance to offer an equitable exchange of pieces. It is incorrect. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This provides an equal exchange of parts. That's good. This attacks a knight and gains a tempo when the knight retreats. That's good. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. This misses a chance to protect a knight who was being attacked. It is incorrect. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. This threatens to win a knight. It is good. This poses a fork piece threat. It is incorrect. As a result, the opponent's pawn structure is weakened because they are forced to double their pawns. It is quite good. Backs off. This poses a fork piece threat. It is ideal. This misses a chance to move a rook to the 7th rank and activate it. It is incorrect. This competes for the open file with the opposing rook. That's good. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. By moving a rook from its starting square, this activates it. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. Not the finest, this. It is incorrect. It's alright. That's good. This is not the best approach. It is incorrect. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Recaptures. Black is equal at this point in the endgame. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This misses a chance to make a pawn-winning threat. It is incorrect. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. The knight is now on a square that is more secure. It is ideal. There was only one good move there. This ignores a better way to evade the check from the opposing knight. It is a mistake. This defends the attacked knight. This threatens to win a knight. It is best. This poses a threat to an open file and a rook. It is incorrect. This loses a chance to imply that winning a pawn is possible. It is incorrect. This avoids the pawn's check. It is ideal. This pins a knight to the king. This threatens to win a knight. It is good. This requires an open file, a typical technique for rook activation. It is ideal. That pawn was available for free. It is ideal. Although the score was nearly equal, white now has the upper hand. It is incorrect. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This could have been done lot better. It is incorrect. That falls flat. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. This is a poor attempt at defending a pawn that was being attacked. It is incorrect. This exchange is fair. That's good. Very precise. It is best. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. There was only one good move in that position. It is a mistake. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This moves the checking rook farther away. It is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. This leads to losing a rook. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is a blunder. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it? This overlooks an opportunity to win a rook. This permits the opponent to capture the checking pawn. It is a miss. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This misses a chance to win back a piece. It is incorrect. This poses the risk of producing a passed pawn. It is ideal. There was just one smart move to be made. This misses a chance to pose a pawn-winning threat. It is incorrect. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. There was only one good move in that position. This ignores an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. It is a mistake. There was only one move that was effective, and this wasn't it? That falls flat. There was just one smart move to be made. That falls flat. There was only one good move in that position. This misses an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. It is a miss. This took advantage of a mistake and white now has a winning advantage. This threatens to fork pieces. It is a great move. It's alright. That's good. This is the only good move. It is a great move. A powerful play. It is quite good. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This loses a rook. This permits the opponent to reveal a check. It is a mistake. This misses a chance to display a check. It is incorrect. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That is a regrettable error. It is incorrect. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. There was only one move that was effective, and this wasn't it? This is a missed chance to imply that winning a rook is possible. It is incorrect. This is the only move that works. This took advantage of a bad move and black is no longer in a losing position. It is a great move. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. This evades the check from the rook. This is the only good move. It is a great move. The rook is now in a safe position. A passing pawn could be promoted as a result of this. It is ideal. There was just one smart move to be made. It is incorrect. This missed a move that would have produced a winning position. It is a miss. Although it is possible to achieve equality, this action falls short. That falls flat. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the only move that works. This took advantage of a mistake and white now has a winning advantage. It is a great move. This could have been done lot better. It is incorrect. There was only one good move in that position. This overlooks a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. It is a miss. Black is no longer in a losing position because this move took advantage of a poor one. It is a wise decision. The moved pawn advances toward its objective. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This moves the checking rook farther away. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. This moves the checking rook farther away. It is quite good. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. This avoids the rook's check. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. Giveaway one player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Black had the better end of a sloppy endgame. This steps away from the checking rook. It is best. Giveaway one player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Black had the better end of a sloppy endgame.